How many of you are in the social space? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Excellent. How many of you have been spammed? How many? Raise your hand. Oh, here's what I'm talking about. My husband, for my birthday, he gave me an iPad. Now, I thought that I didn't want one of those things, but I love my iPad. I just have so many things and uses for it. And so I loved it so much, I started tweeting about it. I love my iPad. I've got all my PDF files and my PowerPoint presentations on there. And I can do my social media marketing activities from my iPad. So I started tweeting about this. And as soon as I use that word iPad, I start getting spam tweets back like, you have just won a new iPad. You have just won a gift certificate where you can get a new iPad. And I even tried to be sly and just spell iPad wrong, EYE space THAP, and use it that way. That didn't fool anybody. I still kept getting spammed. So when you get spammed, how does it make you feel? Irritated, annoyed. Now, some of you are really nice about it and you just ignore it. But others of you delete it, you block those people, you unfriend them, you unfollow them. In my community, I will report you as a spammer, and many of us do. Or we report it as spam, and that person will lose their account. So that is an example of push marketing. And the social space is not the space to do push marketing. This is the place to do what I call the Baskin and Robbins little pink spoon method of education-based marketing. Now, you have been over to Baskin and Robbins before. You walk into the store, they have these baskets of pink spoons spread all over the store. Now, those pink spoons are a call to action to you, their target market, to do what? To sample. Now, if you think about it, have you ever been over to Baskin sampling and they've said, Joe, I am cutting you off because you are at your limit? No. So Baskin, they won't give you a gallon of ice cream, but they will let you have a gallon's worth of little pink spoons in hopes that you do what? Buy. And do they want you to buy ice cream cone? No. They want you to buy a gallon or 31 gallons of ice cream. So those little pink spoons are a call to action to you, their target market, to sample. They're not doing push marketing. That's education-based marketing. And I feel that your blog is the foundation for you to do education-based marketing in the social space. So your blog is really important because it accomplishes a lot of things for you. So for instance, in the social space, I know that you want to sell your products and services. You want qualified leads and customers. You want presence. You want press. And you want to build your credibility and influence because when you do, your customers will trust you. And when they trust you, they want to know all about your products and services. Well, your blog is a really easy, simple way to enable you to do that education-based marketing. So when it comes to that Baskin and Robbins example that I used, think of your blog as the gallon of ice cream. And you can take little pink spoons of juicy goodness from that gallon of ice cream of yours and spread it around to the other social platforms you're on. So let's talk about why blogging is so important. First of all, you can only be in one place at one time, but your blog gives you global presence 24/7. It can take you places that you can't physically be. The other thing that's so important about your blog is it gives you organic presence. Here's what I mean. Every time you create a blog post, you create a unique time-stamped and dated URL that indexes to search engines. Now, I heard this over and over again when I was new at this, and it just did not register. So here's what I'm talking about. Every time you create a new blog post that you publish, you create a unique time-stamped and dated URL. URL, http:// www. I just created a new blogpost.com. That is a URL. And every time you create a blog post, you create one of those. Now, the other thing that's so important about your blog is, remember, it gives you global reach 24/7. So here's what I'm talking about. There's a story about a VP of marketing at Universal Studios. Her name was Cindy Gordon, who was responsible for launching the Harry Potter theme park. Now, Miss Cindy, in my way of thinking, over at Universal Studios, has long money to launch the Harry Potter theme park. But in the case study that I read, Cindy Gordon decided to invite the award-winning set designer of the Harry Potter movies. His name is Stuart Craig. She invites him to a midnight call. Now, he's been hired by Universal Studios to design their theme park. Well, Cindy invites him to a midnight call, and she invites 7 of the most highly influential bloggers to this call that she could find. Now, I don't know, I'm just thinking, what makes bloggers influential? Their following makes them influential. Here's the other thing. If you are Cindy Gordon and you got the chance to pick the most highly influential bloggers that you can pick, just 7, what would you want those people blogging about? Now, if it were me, I think I would want to find someone who blogs about Harry Potter, because those Harry Potter fans are raving evangelical fans. I think I would probably want someone who blogs about theme parks and family vacations and vacationing in California and Florida and places where the Universal Studios theme parks are. So she invites 7 of the most highly influential bloggers to a midnight call where they get to talk to this award-winning set designer and ask him questions for an hour. Now, when that call is over, you know what they do. They get busy blogging. And within 24 hours, how many people do you think has learned about the Harry Potter theme park? Guess a number. Within 24 hours, over 350 million people have learned about the Harry Potter theme park. And how much money does Cindy Gordon spend? 0. This is why I think your blog is so powerful. It is a simple, no-cost or low-cost way to educate your target market in a non-salesy, slimy, sleazy kind of way.